Today's story, behemshech, to what was related yesterday about Rabbi Hillel, the famous Chassid. The two Chassidim that the Tzemach Tzedek is referring to, he had 2.5 Chassidim mentioned yesterday, Rabbi Zalman Zezme and Rabbi Isaac Homler. And the half was Rabbi Hillel because he was half a Rebbe. So the point of relating some of the extraordinary greatness of Rabbi Hillel, I'd also read somewhere that once someone had said to the Rebbe about Rabbi Nissen Emenov, who was a Benyani of Tanya, an extraordinary chassid, and mentor to thousands, mashpia to thousands, and a Benyani, a soldier, soldat Bal Mesiras Nefesh of the previous generation. So when someone mentioned to the Rebbe that he was the Rabbi Hillel of our generation, the Rebbe's reaction was, Rabbi Hillel Rabbi Hillel stands on his own. So here is the story. Rabbi Hillel once suffered inexplicably a hernia, a shever, that is referred to in Hebrew. In Yiddish, a killer. So he was puzzled because he hadn't exerted himself at all and wondered why this had happened, till he realized what had occurred. Some background. One of the greatest Talmidim of the Alter Rebbe was Rabbi Aaron Halevi, I think his name was Horowitz, later known as Rabbi Aaron Strashela for the name of the town that he settled. Rabbi Aaron was a tremendous tzaddik, and one of the greatest Talmidim, appointed by the Alter Rebbe initially as mashpia and mentor to his son, the Mittel Rebbe. They later became very close friends. And the Alter Rebbe later on, after in some later stage, appointed him the mashpia over the elder Chassidim, and the Mittel Rebbe the mashpia for the younger Chassidim. Rabbi Aaron was even instructed by the Alter Rebbe to answer questions on his behalf. Notwithstanding this, what occurred was that after the Alter Rebbe, his talkus is when this became very clear. But even before that, Rabbi Aaron had carved out his own path in Avodas Hashem, full of deep, raw emotion, his spilus, which can be seen in his Chassidus, the Svarim that he wrote, and in his Nigunim, which are exquisitely powerful and outpouring of the Neshama. And this characterized his Avodas Hashem. Unlike the Mittel Rebbe, the Alter Rebbe's to some degree, but certainly the Mittel Rebbe, who advocated for Chassidim, the path in Avodas Hashem, much more contained, Oidus in Kalim, more emphasis on the Shuv than the Rotzoi, than the return, as it were, the integration of Elikus, the immanence of Elikus, rather than the transcendence. Not escaping the world, but engaging the world. To use broad, simplistic terms. Not that Rabbi Aaron was advocating escaping, but it was an avodah of longing and soulful rapture. So the story with Rabbi Hillel is that he realized was that he was davening, and he was generating a spilus, an excitement, an arousal of the heart, similar or of the type advocated by Rabbi Aaron. And because of his kashrus to the Mittel Rebbe, he exerted himself and toiled mightily to contain himself in his davening, and from there came the physical result of the hernia, the shever. The story is to be appreciated, especially in light of who Rabbi Hillel was, as mentioned earlier, a half a Rebbe himself, an extraordinary tzaddik and chassid. He also wrote Svarim, a Sefer Chassidus, but he worked and toiled in his kashrus, so much so that to contain his exploding heart spiritually, he suffered the hernia on a physical level.